No,
Okay, I see it. Thanks so much.
you're welcome.
Good morning, Uma Community Clinic family. Welcome to Free Yoga Wednesdays. I am Dijon, and I am a yoga therapist here in Los Angeles. So glad that you could spend part of your morning here with me. Welcome back, Sankey. Thank you so much for coming. Crystal, hello. I don't know if we've met before, but before the class is over, can you please leave your email address in the chat? The boss of me likes to, well, we keep a roster, number one, for accountability. And number two, she sends out emails with other free classes that the clinic and other goings on that the clinic offers. The clinic is here in South Central Los Angeles, and they do have some other programs that are on Zoom as well as in-person stuff. And so just before you log off, if you don't mind to leave me your email address. So a couple of reminders. Today we're going to be doing mat yoga. I'm going to alternate first, thank you, Crystal, first and third Wednesdays monthly for mat yoga on the floor. We won't be on the floor the whole time, but on the mat. And then the second, third, and if there's ever, second, fourth, and if there's ever a fifth week, that'll be the chair yoga classes. I think I said that correctly, hopefully. Anyway, today is mat. Reminders, if you're new to yoga, please be mindful of your body. If you need to take a break, please make that happen for yourself. It's called resourcing yourself. So if you need to stop and just check in with yourself or catch your breath or whatever it could be, just do that as you need to or want to. We will take breaks together. And then the other thing is we'll be breathing through our nose the whole class. And a couple of reasons that I ask you to do that is the main most important reason is that the exhalation through your nose helps you to regulate your nervous system. So my class is all about accessibility, all about resourcing your body and ways to keep our keep our nervous system sort of stabilized throughout our challenging days, our wonderful days, our days of ups and downs, and how we can use the breath, particularly the nasal breathing, particularly the exhalation, to help to keep the nervous system calm. And that's about it. I want to start with what, well, let me go back. I want to offer a land acknowledgement. I am occupying the land of the Tongva and Gabrielino First Nations peoples. These peoples belonged to this land and still do, and the land belonged to them. It was stolen from them by colonizers and enslavers and renamed Los Angeles. So I want to give honor to the ancestors past, present, and emerging of these nations. And there are several more, not just those two are in this region of Los Angeles. It's easy for you to do a land search of what nations occupied the land that you were born on, or curious about your ancestors, the parts of the world that they were born on. You can find the indigenous map with a very easy Google search. So here again, I'm on the Tongva and Gabrielino First Nations people's land. I am going to offer you a grounding process, which we use the five senses to just settle and bring ourselves into the space, the emotional space, the head space of our yoga class today. We set aside all the things that we have to do today, our to-do list. We set those things aside. They will definitely be there waiting for us. And so we set them aside for now. And we are going to use these tools. You can use them in any setting. I've always mentioned I use them when I go see the tax guy. I always owe money, and so I don't love going there. So when I'm in his waiting room, I am doing some of these practices. I'm focusing on my breath. I'm breathing through my nose. But we'll start with our sense of sight. So looking around the room you occupy right now, you are looking at things as if it's your first time in that room. So with fresh eyes, and you're noticing the things, and you're noticing the colors of all the things, and you're noticing the materials that the things are made of. So glass, fabric for furniture. I have plants, leaves, green, the different, so the floor is one color wood, the walls are painted a different color. I have tile work in here, just whatever is in your room, just notice, look at it with fresh eyes as if it's your first time in there. Then I ask that if there's a certain color that catches your attention or your awareness, look to see if you could find two other items of that same color. So I don't have a lot of blue in my room, but there are blue things in here. So like I have an ornament of the Eiffel Tower and it has blue, and that caught my eye. There's a box that used to house a bottle of tequila in. It's turquoise blue. The bottle's long gone, but I saved the box because it's pretty. I don't know if I should share that. And a roll of painter's tape. Blue painter's tape is on over here behind me. So those are the things that caught my eye, the color blue, and then those two other things. We'll move on to our sense of sound. Starting with the sound in the room you're in. And so I have a cat water fountain over there, and I can hear the motor and the water. That's all. And there's, well, we'll go outside in a second, but that's all I hear inside my space. We'll see what you notice. And then we'll move our sense of hearing outdoors. So there's a delivery truck outside that's delivering my mom's Meals on Wheels. Just saw him pull up. There's a couple cars going by. So see what you hear. I don't hear any birds or I have some wind chimes out there. I don't hear any of that. Just this truck. Moving on to our sense of taste. I'm drinking coffee, so my palate has the coffee taste on it. See what you notice. Then our sense of what's left? Smell. That's what's left. Two more. Smell and touch. I don't smell anything. Not really. See what you smell. You might have breakfast smell or toast or the bath shower, after bath shower. See what you notice. And then we will move on to our sense of touch. So we're going to do some tapping. So just tapping, you can use your fingertips. You can use a soft pinky side of a soft fist. Across your chest. So noticing the connection between your fingers, your knuckles, and your chest. And then you might.
How you doing?
Hey there.
Pretty good.
You all have your mic
For
on.
me.
You all have your mic
I
on.
did forget my glasses this morning, but that's about it.
Hey.
You all have your mic on.
Right. I think Jocelyn was having a problem with her computer though.
Yeah.
Leilani, your microphone is on. Sorry, friend. No worries. So we're tapping. I think I said her name wrong, so sorry. So you might feel some tingling from the blood coming to the surface. See what you notice. And then I'm going to get back on my mat. I want to just show you a way to make sitting there a little more comfortable. So you can use, and I keep forgetting to bring my yoga blanket back into the house. It's in my car. It's been in there for months, and I've been forgetting for months to bring it back in. But you can also use any kind of blanket or towel. You just use it to sit on. So you can pad your sit bone. Those are the bones that are at the bottom of your hips to make it more comfortable. And then there's another suggestion I have, that you can take the edge of the towel and find a spot where when you come to the forward edge, those sit bones kind of drop down and your hips lift up. And so take some time to figure it out the first few times, but then eventually you'll be, it'll come second nature. You'll know exactly where to put the blanket or towel. So that just helps with our posture. We're going to do some head circles. You can sit with your legs crossed. This is called easy pose, or you can sit with your legs extended out. You sit with them out. It's a little more challenging to sit tall, so please work on that. And we want the shoulders over the hips, so a long spine, your neck is long, sitting up really tall. Dropping your chin to your chest, and we'll start just holding here. So looking down toward the floor. This stretches the back of the neck. And holding here and breathing deeply. And then slow circles with the head, and you can go in either direction to start. We will be going both directions. And again, sitting up tall, the breath is through the nose, as I mentioned earlier. And the breath is focused. So what I mean by that is you're really inhaling a big inhale to fill your lungs all the way. And when your lungs are totally full, your belly kind of pops out a little bit because it's making room for the lungs to expand. It's not that the air is going into your stomach. It's just making the body making space for the different changes. Let's go other way, same thing. And that's a full breath in. When your lungs are full, the belly will pop out a little bit. And then completely exhale everything. So we want to keep the breath flowing. Not the whole class like that, but we want to think about it throughout our time together. And I breathe like that throughout my day. Not all day long, but there are times when I take some really focused breaths just to kind of reset myself. And coming back to stillness, drop your left ear over to your left shoulder. And we'll just hold here and checking on your jaw. So we want the jaw soft. We want it clenched. We clench our jaw sometimes without even being aware of it. So the jaw is soft, and to do that, you just separate upper lower teeth, upper and lower arches of your teeth, and that will break that locked jaw muscles, the locked jaw muscle. Then taking left hand over to the right side of your head, pulling gently, so we're not forcing, but we're deepening the stretch on the right side of the neck, and we're allowing the weight of the left arm to help do that. Then release back to center, breathe in here and then exhale. Let's just start first, right ear, right shoulder. Hang on a second, take some breaths. Smooth and easy breathing. And then taking right hand to the left side of your head, pulling gently but not forcing. Then inhale, center, release your right hand, let's go. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, center, exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, center, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, center, right ear, right shoulder. And then last one, inhale, center, left ear, left shoulder, and come back up to neutral. Turn your head to the right, so your chin is near your right shoulder. You're gonna hold here, cut your eyeballs to the right. So the upper body's turned right, eyeballs cut to the right, just hold there. If you want, let's make this a whole twist. So bringing the left hand to the right and twist your entire body, your entire upper body to the right, and then cut your eyes to the right as well. So the cutting the eyes like that kind of gives a little love to the muscles around the eyeball. They're called ocular muscles. So this is an exercise for the eyes. And then coming back to center, inhale here, exhale, chin to the left shoulder. And then turn the upper body to the left as well. Right hand touches left knee. And then look to the left, cut your eyes left, just the eyeballs. So this is a seated spinal twist. And then let's go first side, inhale, exhale right, going back to the middle, inhale, exhale left, inhale, center, exhale right. Inhale to center, exhale left. Inhale to center, exhale right. Inhale to center, last one. Exhale left, and inhale center. Extend your legs out, shake your legs out, shake your arms out, and let's sit wide legs. So this is called wide leg seated pose, toes point up. You want to bring your legs far enough apart where you feel a little bit of what we call feedback or sensation, or the first edge of sensation. So you don't want to open them so wide that you're in pain, because that means you're overstretching there, but you want to feel a little something. Toes point up. So this shape, just by itself, place your hands on your shins, is a stretch for the muscles on the inside of the thighs. A passive stretch, just by sitting like this. So there are occasions when I sit like this when I'm watching television. I tend to relax the feet in those times, but for today I want our feet flexed because the muscles are working while our feet are flexed. The leg muscles are working whenever we flex our feet. And so this is one way to just stretch your inner hamstrings without it being a big deal or an effort, okay? Inhale here, walk forward. Some options for your hands and arms. You can do flat back by lifting your chest, flat palms, spread your fingers wide. You can prop up on your fingertips. You can come down on your forearms. I'm only able to do that because I took a water aerobic class this morning. Usually I need to warm up a little more before I can get down like this. The forearms down, we're gonna hold here. Try to keep your back flat, smooth out the breath, look down towards your hands so the neck is long. Toes are up. See if you feel a stretch here. If you don't, open your legs a little bit more. Then inhale both arms up. We're going to exhale and turn right. Come down and hold here and keep the breath moving. You might feel a little more intensity on the inside of the left thigh because we turn the torso the opposite way. See what you feel. And then inhale up to center. Turn left, come down, exhale and hold. Keep breathing. So when I turn toward the left, I notice the back of my left leg feels a little more, a little tighter than the others, the right leg. So yoga will help us to see and notice where our tight spots are. It gives us kind of a roadmap on places that we might need to stretch out a little bit more. Come up to center, sit up tall, inhale here, exhale down to the right. We're gonna go right, left in real time. Inhale, center, turn left, exhale. Inhale, center, come up, turn right, exhale. Inhale, center, exhale, left. Inhale, center, exhale, right. Inhale, center. Now hold here, bring the arms down. We're going to lean over to the right. You may place your forearm on the outside of your right leg, on top of the shin, the right shin, or on the right shin, or inside the right leg. So find the place that feels the best. What I mean by best is the most therapeutic, the most, ooh, that feels great, whatever it is, the most comfortable, and go there. Left hand is on your index finger in your hip crease. That's where the top of the thigh meets the torso. So it's kind of like hands on your hips, but a little further down near your thigh. And just holding here, twist the left shoulder. I want it straight up versus curling forward. So the spine is neutral, even though we're leaning to the right. And just hold here. This is a nice deep stretch for the muscles on the left side of your body, left side of your upper body, excuse me. Holding here, breathing through your nose. So we hold these shapes to let the muscles, sometimes they resist at first, like why, what is she doing? And they're fighting, and then they stretch because we're holding. And so this is why I have us hold some of these shapes for a few extra breaths. And then inhale, come up to center. Notice how that feels on the left side. We're going to exhale over, notice how that feels on the left side rib cage. We're going to exhale over toward the left arm, left forearm outside the left leg, on the left shin or in front of the inside of the left leg. So again, it might be a different sensation from one side to the other. So pick the one that feels the best to you. When you put it on the shin, it obviously brings the floor up and makes it a little more accessible. If you're a little tight on your sides, you can always use the shin placement, and that'll bring the floor up a little bit closer to make it a little more comfortable. Right index finger in the hip crease. And we're gonna hold here, turn the right shoulder so it's neutral versus going forward. And just take some smooth breaths here. Let's look down to the left and then look up toward the ceiling. So let's move the head a little bit longer here. Look down, look up, look down, look up, look down, then look up. And then inhale, come back up to seated. We're gonna walk forward again on the exhale. Coming down as far as you can, toes are pointing up. You can get down on forearms or fingertips or palms, whatever you like. Flatten out your back by lifting your chest and holding here. And then inhale, walk yourself upright. Bring the right foot to touch the inside of the left thigh. We're gonna go back down on an exhale. And forearms, straight arms, fingertips, palms, whatever you got. Flex the left foot. Hold here. So these forward bends are always helpful for low back. If you suffer with a tight low back, anything forward bending will be helpful to you to help with that, to loosen it up over time. And then inhale, walk yourself up. So the right leg goes out on an angle. Sole of the foot comes to touch the inside of the right thigh. Breathe in, walk forward. We're going to hold here. Breath is soft and smooth. And then inhale, come up. This time, right leg straight out. I'm going to put the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Flex both feet. Breathe in here and walk hands forward. So one hand on either side of the right leg. Look down toward the right shin so your spine is long. Long spine, long neck. Chest lifts a little bit to flatten out your back. So this is a hip opener for the left hip. And we're stretching the low back again and the back of the right leg. You might feel something around the back of your right knee and calf. Inhale, come up, sit up straight, arms up. Exhale, we're going to turn right and hold here. So the hand in back, the left hand, it's either flat on the mat, up on fingers, or you can wrap it around toward the right hip. That opens up the left shoulder cap. These are called shoulder caps. So that gives that area a little bit of a stretch. We're turning to the left. Cut your eyes to the left again. So head is turned left and eyes are cutting left. And hold here. And then inhale back to center, arms up, and then exhale forward and down. Inhale up, we'll do two more. We're not gonna hold the twist though. Exhale, twist. Inhale up to center, exhale forward. Inhale up to center, this is the last one on this side. Exhale, twist. Inhale up to center, exhale down. Let's hold here again. Feet are flexed, look down toward the right shin. Spine is long and flat. And then inhale, come up, arms come down on the exhale. Shake out your left leg. And sometimes the leg that was bent feels a little longer than the other one. It's not, but it just, the muscles have been stretched a little bit. Right ankle to the right, to the left thigh, flex both feet. Take a breath in here, lean forward. So I notice immediately on this shape, my right hip feels a lot tighter than the other side did. Again, just paying attention to the different sensations happening in my body. This is again a hip opener for the right side this time and the stretching of the back of the left leg. Looking down at your left shin, flatten out your back, hold here. Smooth breath. Then inhale, come up, sit up really tall. Exhale, twist right. We're gonna hold here. Right hand, flat palm, right fingertips, right arm wraps behind toward the left hip. So holding here, twisting right, and then turning your head right, and then cutting your eyeballs to the right. And then inhale, arms up. We'll do 2 more. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, twist right. Inhale up. Exhale forward. This is the last one. Inhale up, sit up tall each time. Exhale, twist right. Inhale to center. Exhale forward. And then inhale, arms up, hold here, arms come down, exhale. Straighten the right leg, notice how that leg feels now, and then windshield wiper feet, check out your arms. And then bringing the soles of the feet together. So we're gonna start with a little foot massage. Suggestions, just basic massaging. Called a compression massage. Squeeze and release your foot. Or whatever body part, squeeze and release, those are called compression massages. And that kind of helps blood, any kind of massage draws blood to whatever area. So this is what's happening here. So you can do that. You can take knuckles from both hands and rub up and down the soles of the feet. You can also stick your fingers, you have to kind of alternate, but let's say left fingers through, left fingers between the right toes, kind of stretch the toes apart a little bit. So do both sides for that. So I'm doing now the right hand between the left toes. Stretch it out, open it up a little bit. And then you can also curl the toes. So bring the soles of the feet together and curl the toes. Hang onto the toes and curl them back, basically. Sitting up tall. And then curling the toes under. So it's curling all 10 toes toward each other. And a bunch of my toes just cracked from doing that. So it's very therapeutic. It's also really nice if you do these things with some lotion or oil. We won't do that today because I don't want y'all slipping around on the mat. Anyway, so breathe in here and walk your hands forward. This is called butterfly pose, seated butterfly pose, what we're doing. Walking hands forward, lifting the chest to flatten out the back. It's a hip opener. So butterfly is a hip opener. So there's a whole theme of hip openers in yoga. And some of the yoga teachings say that we hold trauma in our hip sockets from even before we were born. So the actual birthing process, not that I've ever gone through it, but it is traumatizing for the mother and the newborn, just the process of being born, coming out of this warm, watery space into possibly a hospital room with bright lights and voices that are louder all of a sudden. It can be traumatizing to newborns. And so yoga has a lot of hip openers to counteract and reduce some of that trauma, and also to keep the hips mobile and youthful. Walking hands to the right. So bringing both hands to the right. So this is a bit of a spinal twist. Might feel something extra happening around your left hip, inside left thigh, and on the left side body, left side upper body. Let's go the other way to the left. See what you notice. And then back to center, hold in the middle. And then inhale and just sit up. We're going into table pose. So this will be a good place. You want to pad your knees with your towel. And you can also pad the entire lower leg instead of just the knees. So to do that, you can just put the towel underneath your entire lower leg. So table pose, hips and knees in a vertical line, shoulders, elbows, wrists in a mostly vertical line. A sharp vertical, really straight positioning of the arm might bring a little stress to the wrist joint. So you can push your hands out away from your knees just a little bit. So you have a slight angle on the arms. So we're going to drop into cow. So drop the belly, take an inhale, lift your chin and hold here. Keep breathing, but the cow is the inhale of these two poses. The cat will be the exhale. We'll go there in a second. So the back is arched, the fingers are spread and pushing firmly into the mat. Chin is lifted, chest is lifted. And then we're going to breathe in here and we're going to move the pose into the cat shape. So lifting the spine and the chin comes towards your chest. That's the exhale. We'll hold here for a couple breaths. And then inhale to cat. Inhale to cow, excuse me. Exhale to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold here. We're going to do some hip circles. So we're just moving the hips in a circular shape. Couple of options. Big circles where you dip your butt back towards your heels and come all the way around. So those are the big ones, or you can do smaller ones where your thigh bones stay mostly vertical. So you can do it any way you want. You can also alternate a big one and then a not big one. And so moving in a circle, go a few times one way and then go the opposite way. You can keep count for yourself. And then moving the breath with the motion. And then let's go back to table, look to your left foot. Breathe in here and then look to your right foot, exhale. So do a few of those. Inhale, center, look left. Inhale, center, look right. I'm gonna let you do a few on your own time. Go as fast or as slow as you want. Coming back to center, we'll do a balance pose here. So shifting your weight onto your right knee, send the left toes, left leg. You can leave the toes on the floor, left leg goes back, the knee is straight. Leave the toes on the floor or lift the left leg up. If you lift the left leg up, the left hip is going to want to come up too. We want to keep the hips parallel to the floor, okay? So turn the hips back so that they are parallel to the floor. Right hand, either right fingers on the mat, arm extended, or lift the right arm up, right thumb points up to the sky. So this is called cat balance or bird dog. Hold here. Pull in your belly button. It's a balancing pose. Inhale, bend the left knee. Bring your right hand to touch the left foot. So bring the left leg across the behind you. Right hand touches left foot. Inhale back to cat balance. Exhale, right hand touches left foot. Inhale back to cat balance. One more. Exhale, touch. Inhale, balance. Come down, left knee down, right hand down. Going into child's pose for just a breath. Sit back, knees wide, big toes touch. Sit back on your heels. Extend the arms straight out above your head, palms down, or you can bend the elbows into cactus arms, palms down. Forehead on your mat. This is a resting pose, one of the 4 resting poses in yoga. This is child's pose. Let's go back to table. We'll go other side for cat balance, shifting all your weight onto your left knee. We're sending the right foot, right leg back. Either stay on the right toes or lift the right leg. Left arm goes out, either straight out, left thumb up, or left fingers on the mat, left thumb up. Hold here. Again, keep the hips parallel. The right hip would want to go up a little higher. We don't need help for that. Just keep the hips parallel to the floor. Bend the right knee, touch the right foot with the left hand. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, back to cat. Exhale, touch. Inhale, cat. Exhale, touch. Last one. Inhale, cat. Bring down the left hand, right knee. Separate the knees, go back into child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide apart. Arms go straight out above your hip, palms down, or cactus arms, palms down. Cactus arms look like this. So you can use that. If your shoulders are tight, you can always do a little bit of an adjustment and do cactus arms, forehead on the mat. Then coming back to table. Extend your left leg straight out on the ball of the left foot. Push back through the left heel. So we're just gonna hold it sort of like kind of like a runner's lunge, sort of around our knees. So pushing back, the left leg is straight. Might feel some sensations in your left calf muscle. See what you notice. And this one too, the hips stay parallel because the left hip's gonna want to ride up a little bit. Keep the hips parallel to the floor, push back. We're gonna pulse now. So roll up on the left toes, push back through the left heel. We'll do a few of those. Move the breath. When you come up, breathe in. When you push back, exhale. And then push back and hold again. So pushing through the left heel, breathing through your nose. And then release the left knee to the mat. Push back on the right ball of the foot. We're gonna hold first. So the palms are flat, fingers spread wide. We're pushing back, using our hands to push us backwards through the right heel. So you might have one calf that feels a little tighter. They might be both not tight, or they might both be tight, just to explore and see what's going on for your body. Then let's pulse a few times through the right heel. Inhale when you come up, exhale when you pulse back. And then hold again, pushing back through the right heel. Coming back to table, little stretch for the feet again. So curling the toes under, we're gonna sit back. This is called Thunderbolt, or traditionally hero's pose, but it's all about girl power. So this is Shiro's pose. You have options here. So I know this can be a very uncomfortable way to sit. I used to hate this pose, and I hated the teacher that used to make us do it. I hated her with love, but I would gnash my teeth and mumble under my breath. But here's some options. She did not offer options. I'm offering options. Hands on the mat. So that brings all your upper body weight off your heels, or you can do it upright. So from the knees to the shoulders are vertical. You can do it like that. And so find the one that's most comfortable. They're all kind of not the greatest, but they're good for your feet. That's why I do these from time to time. Breathe through your nose. We're going to reposition the feet. Come back to table. We're going on the tops of the feet and the shins. Okay, so you can again sit all the way down on the heels. Same options. Hands on the mat, leaning forward. So that takes all of your weight off your heels, but the stretch is still happening. It's just not as intense. And you can also do this one upright. So try them out and see which one you can tolerate. But over time, there was a day when she had us do that shake, and I was like, whoa, I finally made it here. The curled one and this one. But the first times, I don't even know how long, because it was a long time ago, it was awful. But it's good for your feet. You have 26 bones in each foot. and hands, and a lot of little muscles and all the little joints and stuff. So these kind of things that we do for our feet and hands are very therapeutic as well. All right, we're going to do pigeon pose. So coming back to table, this is another hip opener. Slide your right knee towards your right hand, toward it, not touching necessarily. Cross the right lower leg across your mat to wherever it goes. And then slide down with the left foot. And we're going to go on the top of the left leg. So the heels want to fly out. Sometimes you want to stay with the heels the left heel pointing up to the sky. So some options for your upper body. I'm staying here, but you can come down on your forearms. You can come down to your forehead by stacking your hands and putting your forehead down. But I'm staying up high. The up high one is also a back bend and a stretch for the front upper body, okay? So breathing here, this is predominantly a hip opener, but there is a stretch happening on the front of the left thigh. You might feel that. Breathe through your nose. And then let's slide the right knee back down to table. We're going to shift, bringing the left knee up near the left hand, crossing the lower left leg across the mat, wherever it goes naturally, and then sliding down with the right leg, right foot, finding your position. I'm going to stay up high. You can do forearms or forehead on your palms all the way down on the floor. And hold here, breathe through your nose. The breath is smooth and easy. And then coming back, bringing the left leg back into table shape. Let's do a couple of down dogs here. So we'll start, excuse me everyone, a couple of cat-cows, I'm sorry. So let's start with a cow. Inhale, arch your back, lift your chest and chin. Exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. And then come back to table. We'll do a down dog now. Curl your toes under. Gonna inhale, lift your butt up toward the sky. Reposition your feet for your comfort. Then I want you to go up on tiptoes, both feet. That's an inhale. Then exhale, heels toward the floor. So we're pulsing out the calf muscles again. Inhale up to tiptoes. Exhale, heels down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale down. Hold here. Lift your left leg up as high as you can, a few inches off the floor, or as high up halfway, whatever you want to do. Exhale the left foot down. Inhale the right leg up a little or a lot, whatever you got. Then exhale right foot down. We'll do two more on each side. Inhale left leg up. Exhale left leg down. Inhale left leg up. Excuse me, right leg up. Exhale right leg down. Last one. Inhale left up. Exhale left down. Inhale right up. Exhale right down. Hold here. Bend your knees. Walk back towards your hands towards your feet. Stay in a forward bend. This is called a standing forward bend. Let the arms hang long. You can put your hands on the tops of your feet, on your shins. Just holding here. Try to position your head, top of your head, facing the floor. Inhale, halfway up. Come up with a flat back. Hands on knees or shins. Exhale back down, all the way down. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Spine is long. Exhale back down. Two more. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale back down. Last one, inhale halfway up. Exhale back down. Come back down to table. Make your way back down to table. We'll do a couple more cat-cows. We'll start with cat. Inhale, push your spine up, chin to chest. Sorry, exhale, push your spine up, chin to chest. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. And let's look toward the left foot. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, look toward the right foot. Breathe in, center. Exhale, look toward left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. And then coming back, we're going to go back on our backs. You can cross your ankles and sit back to a easy pose, or you can swing the legs around on either side. Same thing, it's just a different way to get here. So coming onto your back, extend the left leg out, bring the right knee to your chest, flex both feet. Actually flex the left foot and we're gonna circle the right foot. So right foot circles a few times, opposite direction. And then just hold it. Pull the right knee towards your chest. Keep your arms near your side body. Breathe in. Exhale, forehead up towards your right knee. Inhale, head down. We'll do 3 more. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Last one. Exhale up. Inhale down. Extend the right leg out and down, and then bring both arms up and over. Take a stretch here. So you have some stretching options, just a simple stretch like what we're doing. You can circle your hands and feet a few times each way. You can also flex and release your fingers a few times and point and flex your feet. So there's some options to add on to the simple stretch. Okay, and then exhale, bring the left knee to chest, flex your right foot, circle your left foot. Move your breath, circle your left foot the opposite direction, and then pull the left knee to your chest, bring your arms close to your side body. Both feet are flexed. Take an inhale. Exhale, forehead lifts toward the right, toward the left knee. Inhale down, we'll do 3 more. Exhale toward the left knee. Inhale down. Exhale toward the left knee. Inhale down, 1 more. Exhale toward the left knee. Inhale down, extend the left leg out and down. Bring the arms up over, inhale, take another big stretch, and you have your options of how you take it. And then exhale, both knees to chest, one hand on the corresponding leg or knee, and we're gonna rock side to side. So you can rock where you basically keep the legs more vertical, or you can rock all the way to whichever side where the bottom leg touches the floor, and then inhaling back to the middle, then the other side where that bottom leg touches the floor. So you're getting a little bit of a hip massage when you go all the way to whichever side, or you can stay more on the back and kind of concentrate that massage to the back of your body, the back of your upper body. So you decide. Let us circle the knees, just the knees go in a circle, so that isolates that compression to the low part of your spine. So that might feel nice. We're also using our abdominal muscles when we do this, so that's a bonus. Let's go the other way, knee circles. Begin paying attention to the contact of your back body to the floor, to your yoga mat. And then placing your feet on the mat, knees up. We're going to windshield wiper the knees from side to side. So take your time, both knees going the same way. Breathing through your nose, checking on your facial muscles. They are softened, they are sweetened, my teacher says. That means that we're not grimacing or frowning or with just peaceful face. Next time your knees drop to your left, hold them there. Take the heel of your left foot and stick it on the outside of the right knee. That'll deepen that twist a little bit. So left heel to the outside of the right knee. Hold here. And then we'll come up to center, change direction. So knees drop to the right. This time the right heel hangs onto the left outside knee. And hold here. And then coming back to center, happy baby. Bend your knees deeply, put your knees on the outside of your rib cage. Or position them, not touch them, but just open the legs wide enough. You're gonna hold on. Traditionally, we grab onto the outside of the feet. And this is called happy baby, but you can also grab the inside, the arch side, that might be more accessible. The ankles, the calves, wrapping your arms behind your knees. So see which one feels the best. And here we're gonna rock again. So happy baby is a hip opener. So rocking side to side, it's also this rocking brings that massage feature in. And then we're gonna go into final rest. So the options are corpse pose is the other of the 3 remaining resting poses. Down dog was one of the resting poses, even though I don't believe it, but the books say it is. The other one, the 4th one we did not do, which is called mountain pose, which is standing straight up. So corpse pose is just legs and arms extended out, allowing the feet to flop open, palms up on the hands. If this is not comfortable for you, for whatever reason, there's a couple of, if your low back is tight, the feet flat on the long edge of the mat, let the knees drop together to support each other. So that takes all the pressure off the lumbar spine. The other option, if you don't want to be on your back at all, is bring your knees to chest, turn to either side, it doesn't matter. And use the bottom arm as a pillow, and the legs rest on top of each other and onto the floor. Okay, so that is called side corpse pose. And the 4th option is taking final rest in a sitting position. So pick what's comfortable for you. Relax into the shape. Check on your breathing. So I want you to focus on your breathing pattern. So noticing the air when it goes into your nostrils, noticing how your chest lifts a little bit as it passes through the windpipe and into your lungs. Notice the lungs when they're full, the upper body kind of pokes out a little bit. And then notice the reverse of all of that to let the exhale happen, and the air may come out a little warmer through the nostrils. So focusing your attention to your breathing. Thank you. So gently turn your head from side to side. Thank you. And wiggle fingers and toes. And if you're laying down, make your way up to seated. Take your time. And I just want to say thank you so much for spending your morning with me. I hope that you feel some benefit from the practice that we shared. I want to leave you with, may you be happy, may your life have meaning, and may you be an instrument for social change. And I hope to see you next week. And thank you, hostess with the mostest, our tech wizard for today. Please give Shallon my regards. Anyone want to say anything? Nothing? Anything? Well, thank you so much. I'll see you later. Crystal, leave me your email before you go. If that's okay. I don't mean to be a pain, but if you can.
Thank you.
You are welcome.